Hey everyone, and welcome back to Dating in Real Life. Have you ever wondered why we have everything? A career, freedom, all the latest technology, but we just can't seem to find a meaningful, lasting love? Have you ever felt that profound, aching loneliness in a room full of people, or in the perfect silence of your own home? Let me introduce you to two people who live with that feeling every day. This is Sarah. She's 32, a marketing director living in a stunning luxury apartment in the city center. Her fridge is always full, not because she cooks, but because a delivery service stocks it daily. The lights and curtains open automatically every morning. She can summon a car in minutes with a tap on her phone. Every problem in her life has an app or a service to solve it. She doesn't need anyone to fix a light bulb, pay her bills, or protect her from the outside world. She has built a fortress of self-sufficiency, a life that looks perfect on the outside. But late at night, in the quiet glow of her phone, she can't shake the feeling that she's a queen of an empty castle. And this is Michael. He's 34, a software developer, living in a loft with a massive curved screen TV. He has an automatic coffee maker, a full entertainment system, and a weekly cleaning service. After work, he orders pizza, the same one he's had 100 times, turns on Netflix, and gets lost in the virtual world of video games. He doesn't need a woman to cook for him, clean his place, or provide companionship. His life is convenient, easy, and completely undisturbed. He tells himself he's content, but a part of him longs for a companion to share a quiet evening with. Someone who knows his favorite food without him having to order it. They are two perfect pieces of the modern world. Independent, free, complete. But they share one thing in common. They both feel a deep sense of emptiness. Even though they swipe through hundreds of faces on dating apps every night, no one ever truly makes them stop. Logically, this liberation should have made love easier, because we could love someone just for love's sake, not out of necessity. But why is it turning love into a luxury, or even an endangered species? Today, let's peel back the layers and expose the deeper reasons behind this phenomenon. This isn't your fault. It's not my fault. It's a collective emotional challenge of the modern world. Let's start with the coldest truth. We no longer need each other. Back in the day, marriage was a partnership for survival. Your mother, your grandmother, they needed a man to build a home, to labor, and to protect the family. Women needed men to pay the bills, and men needed women to care for the home and raise the children. It was a necessity, a basic condition for life to function. Their bond was forged in the fire of shared struggle. But what about now? We can buy everything with a single tap. Let's think about Sarah and Michael's story. In the past, Michael might have learned to fix a leaky pipe or install a cabinet to impress Sarah. The act of him getting his hands dirty and solving a problem would have built a powerful connection. And Sarah might have learned to cook delicious meals to keep Michael around, with the smell of home-cooked food creating a sense of comfort and belonging. But now, if the faucet leaks, Sarah calls a plumber through an app. The connection is a transaction. If Michael wants a good meal, he opens his app and orders from a 5-star restaurant. The emotional reward is instant but shallow. The skills that were once strengths of each gender can now be bought with money or replaced by technology. We've become so independent that we've forgotten how to be healthily interdependent. Love is no longer a survival partnership. It's just an option. And when it becomes an option, we fall into an even bigger trap, the trap of abundance. Think about it. When you have everything, you tend to value what you have less. Prosperity has made us see love as a luxury item, an optional extra rather than an essential need. Both Sarah and Michael have a long list of movies to watch on Netflix, a long list of restaurants to try, and a long list of people to swipe through on Tinder. Why give up your perfectly customized personal space to live with someone who has different habits? Why spend time and effort on compromise when being alone is just so comfortable? In reality, we are stuck in a paradox. The more we have, the emptier we feel, and the harder it is to find a real relationship. This abundance leads to a constant, nagging dissatisfaction. You find a good partner, but you can't help but wonder if there's someone better. The more options we have, the more we develop a disposable mindset towards relationships. Just as you might easily throw away a piece of clothing you don't like when you have too many, we are just as quick to discard a person who isn't perfect, knowing there are hundreds or thousands of others out there. This mindset creates a low-grade anxiety, a constant fear of commitment that prevents us from ever fully investing in another person. And the scariest part is the escalation of expectations. Because we are no longer desperate for a partner, we have set our standards impossibly high. We scroll through social media seeing perfect love stories and idealized archetypes and subconsciously compare them to real people. Think about your friend Sarah. Sarah has a long list of criteria. He must be over 6 feet tall, have a stable income, be funny, know how to cook, love to travel, and most importantly, always understand her. Sarah has turned down countless good men because they don't meet every single one of these criteria. The emotional consequence is a constant, bitter disappointment. The problem isn't that Sarah is too picky, it's that she's looking for someone who doesn't exist. She's comparing real people to a perfect ideal constructed from fake online narratives. This creates the fantasy partner syndrome. We are searching for someone who doesn't exist. And with every date, we fear, what if there's someone better out there waiting for me? This fear prevents us from committing to a good relationship because we are always waiting for the perfect one. Ultimately, we are living in an ecosystem of digital delusions. Social media, video games, movies have provided us with a perfect substitute for intimacy. Look at Michael. Instead of dealing with the stress and vulnerability of real-life dating, he can get validation from hundreds of strangers online with just one good picture. That little dopamine hit is so much easier to get than building a real emotional bond. He can experience adventure and romance in video games without having to deal with the inconveniences of a real relationship. But this digital validation is a hollow comfort. It's like eating a sugary candy instead of a full meal. It gives you a momentary high, but it leaves you with an empty feeling and a craving for something more. These virtual experiences have eroded our ability for genuine connection. We've lost the patience to listen, to handle conflict, and to show vulnerability. Instead of building an authentic relationship, we choose the easier path, safe isolation. We gradually become numbed, unconsciously suppressing our capacity for deep feeling to avoid the pain that can come from loving someone. This emotional numbing, this self-protection, is perhaps the greatest tragedy of our time. So what can we do? First and foremost, stop blaming yourself. These problems are not personal failures of Sarah, Michael, or any of us. This is a collective challenge of our generation, but recognizing the problem isn't enough. We need to act. We need to fight back against this culture of convenience and isolation. Start by creating artificial necessity. Learn a new skill together, join a volunteer project, or simply turn off your phones, sit down, and talk to each other. Instead of choosing activities that are convenient and easy, face a challenge together. When you overcome a difficulty as a team, a bond will naturally form, just like our ancestors did. This isn't just about doing things, it's about sharing a feeling, a struggle, a victory. Learn to appreciate real people with all their flaws instead of chasing perfect illusions. No one is perfect, and that imperfection is what makes a relationship authentic and unique. Give someone a chance to prove they are worthy of you, instead of comparing them to an ideal template in your head. Love is not impossible, it has just become harder. But with understanding and effort, we can absolutely find an authentic connection in this modern world. If you have ever felt these emotions, this loneliness, this frustration, this deep ache for connection, share your story in the comments below. Let's build a community where we can share and learn about real-life love. Together, we can overcome these challenges. Thank you so much for listening.